Hello and welcome everyone to part 48 of the Iceni Let's Play. We continue during the intern phase. We've got Sparta on the move and expanding pretty considerably now. With Brundisium now theirs, it looks like they're aiming to get involved in the Mediterranean affairs to the west. But we'll see how that goes. A defensive alliance I've been offered.
I propose, or rather ask for, a treaty to combine our forces with your considerable strength.
Sounds reasonable. Yes. Let's accept this. You're very strong over in the east. It means I can push around the rest of it where I want, and you guys should have my back if I'm attacked. That is, of course. Oh, and they're already helping me out by taking out those chaps there. Very useful. Very good indeed. Like to see that. And we have a non-aggression pact
speak through thunder and storm,
trying to be formed with these guys.
Ally with you, if you will have us.
Ally with you. Well, non-aggression pact, it lasts for what? It's like 10 turns, I think. We've already got trade with them. I'm interested more in taking out the Gaetuli and then heading north to take out the Germanic Tribes. So I'm not actually worried about them. I mean, that defensive alliance with the Cappadocia. That's pretty darn good. Yes, I may go for Sparta, but I mean they're allied with Athens and Macedon. But even if I did go to war with Sparta, I don't think they're not directly allied with the Cappadocia. So I should be able to still retain at least this part of the east peaceful, even if I do go to war with these guys. But before I do that, literally, I want to spread all the way out east here and then descend. So we'll accept a non-aggression pact there. And the Gaetuli, I was waiting to see kind of like a big army from them push back to take Brundisium, because then that just makes my attack on their lands in the next few turns, you know, even more worthwhile by taking a province capital, Brundisium, and it would unify the whole of southern Italy under my control. Obviously, once I take Labaeum from them as well, but that may well not be. So the last of those guys are fleeing off to the east, and they have a fleet outside Thapsus, which we should be able to easily destroy. And the slaves moving up over there. Over there. War target available. The Iceni, because of the defensive alliance I've now forged. Oh wow, they've got an alliance now. Okay, so if I go to war with the Gaetuli, I'm going to go to war with the Garamantia again. That's going to be an interesting one. A faction rises. Okay, well, let's have a look at the strategic map. I'm going to try and show the strategic map pretty much at the start of each part from now, because a lot of you have been asking if I could throw up a screenshot or something, but I think it's far more interactive if I just you can include a little video of it. And I want to start each kind of part looking at this, unless obviously we're dealing with a battle, because it gives you guys a quick overview. Obviously I'm running 3 Rome Let's Plays at the same time, and for me recording them it gets confusing, so no doubt if you're watching all 3 perhaps it does get a little bit confusing as well. But as the Iceni, we've nearly got all of Iberia. We're just getting ready to take out the Gaetuli here in the 4 kind of main provinces that they're in. Although I think that's a split province there, so there's 5 provinces. Once we take them out, we should be free to then switch our armies to the north, and we're going to go through here up against the Ratii, or something like that, whatever they are up here in these. They've really spread out quite considerably. The Suebi are dead as far as I can see. The Frisi are just here, and then there's the slaves up here, German rebels, which I might try and take out from Camlodonum. And so as I said on the diplomatic screen earlier, we're going to push all the way over to the east here, and then descend through Dacia, Pannonia, into Thracia, and then we'll descend on Sparta and what have you. So we'll leave Brundisium Spartan for quite a long time now, if we don't get the opportunity. I've managed to get a pretty successful peace with the Cappadocia, which have risen to be an empire of great strength. The Garamanti have just now allied with the Gaetuli, so when I do go to war with the Getuli, we're going to reopen that war there, but I'm not at war with the Nasamons, so they're going to have to come through me at some point, I believe. I say I'm not at war with the Nasamons. No, I'm not. Where are these guys left? It's Cappadocia. There we go. They're still there. They're still here, which means they've got like an army over there. So for now, I just need to leave an army holding. Look at our income. Our income's pretty darn good. We've got so many buildings on the go here, upgrading. We can get some food and some public order bonuses. Let's destroy this force here. We'll take them out of force march. And we're just going to sally on out and auto resolve them in the sea. We lose 9% of our forces in this, but down they go. Oh, we lost all the chariots. Crap, that's not fair. That's what auto resolve does. But that's probably would have been more if I'd fought it myself, perhaps. But I probably need to start giving those melee those naval battles a bit of a go. Go for that, and we'll go for the warrior. So I now need some new chariots for these guys, or some cavalry basically. I had the chariots in there for cavalry, but actually the chariots have proven to be rather darn good. So we're getting ready to attack the Getuli. I think I'm going to go for it this turn. I don't see the need to wait any longer. We're going to hold here at Corsentia because they've got several fleets just lying around, so we'll hold off on them just for now. I'll bring my scout back over here. My army up here. Druids, the noble stags, I quite like that, are ready to go, and we can deploy them wherever we need to. I think I'm going to send them to Lillebeum. Got this Spice Masters over there. There's always the Spice Masters. We could probably push Lillebeum with this army, but I'm bringing this one down just in case. What have we got over here? We've got another army here with pretty reasonable force, which we could attack Lillebeum from there. But I'm going to start this off by attacking Carthage, and we're going to declare war. And they're going to bring probably their allies into it. Both their allies have joined them, that's fine. Don't mind. And I really want to be able to get like the light battering ram or the siege towers and things like that. But at the moment, I don't want to take that attrition that I get with it. So we're just going to go in with siege ladders. I mean, it's pretty much all javelin men bar 2 units of spears. So we should be able to take them down, I hope. So let's assault the walls of Carthage. I don't know. Carthage looks pretty well developed, so I don't know how big the actual city's going to look. We'll see. Obviously, once we get in there, it looks pretty considerable. Unfortunately, obviously, we don't get that huge Carthage city that I think you get in the historical battle, or even in the pre-alpha video that we saw all that time ago. That huge model of Carthage has not made it into the game, unfortunately, which sucks. But I should say, with the announcement of an assembly kit and mod tools, we may well see perhaps the ability for larger cities in time. I don't know how it's directly going to affect it. And of course, actually, we're not going to see Carthage as it would be in that trailer, because this is not Carthaginian Carthage. This is Getulian Carthage. So it's going to look completely different to how we'd expect it. With a huge temple here in the middle. If only you could go up there, that would be cool. But I think it'd be a bit difficult trying to get up that slope there, because there's not actual steps, it's just a ramp as such. Perfect disabled access, that's what they were thinking. Getuli, you know, even back then. So we're going to go for these walls. Painted ones, I'm not going to let you guys lead the charge there. I'm going to let my chosen swords, because they've got the melee ability against the spearmen that we're going to encounter here, and also they're far more armoured than the painted ones. So let's have a look here. We've got room for a ladder sort of there, and we've got another room for one to go in there. I don't want to go in here, that's too close to all the towers and what have you. So the other ones are going to go in over here on these sections of the wall. But yes, Creative Assembly did announce and release yesterday the assembly kit, which I believe is in a beta mode at the moment, but it looks pretty darn good. Now, sorry to dishearten any of you hoping that there'd be like a map editor in there. There is no map editor tool, because that's all kind of hard-coded source code stuff, and it's kind of tools that obviously Creative Assembly can't can't release outside of the studio. However, the very fine chaps modding Shogun 2 actually made considerable progress with modding the Shogun 2 campaign map. The most they've done, because I assume it just takes a huge amount of time to actually do, is extend the Shogun 2 map. So they've made an extended Japan mod, which I believe is available on the Steam Workshop. But yeah, they've expanded the Japan map, and they've made it so that there are more territories and regions to conquer. So hope is not lost. It just may take a very long time, because the Warscape engine is far more different than the engine that we had for Medieval 2. Alley-up. In march, my men. But yeah, there's a lot of tools in there, a lot of tools for changing unit animations, building new units, so we should see different models being able to be imported into the game. But yeah, back to this map thing. The way it works is actually, and the way you can do it is you have to use some CAD software, so it's essentially a complete redesign of the entire map. You have to add in, like, essentially code in, I assume, the way the pathfinding can work on it, which areas you can go, which ones you can't. So essentially what that does mean is that if somebody had enough time, skills and expertise to do this, because it would take a lot, there could be a Third Age mod for Rome 2. There could be. The tools and the ability is there, but it's whether anyone is actually up to the challenge of going for it and has the time basically to invest in it, because it's not going to be a mod that suddenly springs up overnight, I highly doubt. Yes, we could well get Third Age unit packs into the European or the campaign map as such on Rome 2 relatively quickly, I'd have thought, but we're not going to be able to see a full map conversion, a total conversion as such, for a long time, unless, you know, obviously we get a full-on huge dedicated team of modders with the software and skills needed to do this. And we're just climbing up the walls there. Up we go, lads.
Chosen sword!
Chosen sword! Forward, men, forward to glory. But yeah, that was great news. See the assembly kit release, so if you're interested in modding, definitely go check it out. There's a post on both Total War Center and the official Total War forums all about it if you want to learn more. And I'll probably do a bit of coverage of those mod tools this weekend. I'm going to frenzy and headhunt now that my guys are up on the walls. Look at them go. So they're going for it up here, which means that we're actually pretty free over here to do what we want. These guys are going to obviously attack the tribesmen at the gates, but these ones are going to push along against the tribesmen. And I'm just waiting until we secure the walls and we can slide along to the gatehouses, capture them and push on out. Frenzy and headhunt here, chaps. Let's get stuck in with the cinematic mode. And see these guys take the walls. In come those arrows. They're really going for it though. Go for it, men. Bring the enemy down. Oh, he's dead. Oh, look at the blood, like, drenched on the walls. It's quite... I love how it falls really nice and vertically there. It doesn't stray from its path at all. Let's get out of that bit there, because we've got these guys chasing along and they need to frenzy and headhunt. Going off against the javelin men there. These guys fighting on the walls too. Headhunt and frenzy time. We're taking trophies. Good on you, men. Good on ya. And we're already starting to capture that gate there, which means then we can push on in and take out the rest of the enemy forces. And I could probably just slide on in with my cavalry, to be honest, because the majority of the enemy, I believe, was cav and javelin men. So, that'll be good. These guys, I need you moving along the wall there, please. The rest of my forces need to deal with the troops here. We don't actually need to bother about killing them all because it's a siege battle, so they'll all die in time. And we've captured this gate, so let's get on in.
We have captured a tower.
I could send my cavalry through there, but I'm actually going to send my cav through this gateway, which we're about to capture momentarily once we get my troops over there. Spears, I'll tell you guys to come on in, but I think you're not going to get there in time. I'm just going to tell these guys to actually just form up over here once they get moving, and they'll all deploy. Get these guys down here, not to the tower, guys. Capturing towers and gatehouses all along the way. Just moving up on the wall here. We will capture these walls. So now the gatehouse is ours, or it's going to be ours very, very shortly. I'm actually going to start just running forward with my cavalry so they can be getting in there by the time it all ends. I don't think there's many enemy forces left in the city, so we're going to take that out very shortly. Just running forward with all my cav. We'll take it very shortly, and there we go. In we can go. In we run. We have indeed, and my men are already spilling in here. We have painted ones ready, so let's send them forward. I think we need to capture this bit here, which is where the enemy will probably form up. We need to capture the other 2 victory points as well, but this is normally the one where they focus on. You can always tell there's kind of more of a more central capture point than the others. It just seems a bit more important. And so the cavalry is moving up over here. And we're going to send them to the other capture points over here. Can't see the enemy yet. Just speaking of which, here we find the spearmen. So we're not going to send our cavalry over there. So we're going to send 2 units of cav over to the far side. And my general, which is being clipped by the towers from the middle, are going to go over there, from the sort of the palace. The arrow towers there and here. Little defensive bit in the middle. And here's the cavalry we talked about. So I don't have my spears coming up here, unfortunately. They are now coming on in, but we're going in with the painted ones. And they're going to face a bit of trouble against the Numidian cavalry there, because they're essentially kind of skirmisher cav. Up we go, we're going to frenzy. Yes, the enemy cav's going to get a charge, but not too much of one. And once we get on in there, it should be a bit of a slaughter. As they've just said, kill, kill, kill. Go, 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 men. Kill the enemy, bring them down. That guy's pushing up there. The enemy cav is going down, they're tanking. Surprised the enemy infantry hasn't come in to support them, but it looks like they're defending the other side. We're capping the rest of the capture points now. I see cavalry just going all sorts of places. Scrappers, ready! And in go those scrappers, in come my druids. Frenzy with them as well and give them a chant. Druids go nuts. Go nuts on the general and the spears that remain. Send some painted ones in as well. Let's get in and personal now. Oh, talking about getting in and personal, that looked like he just stabbed him there. Oh, he's down. Here we go. Right up in the front. Looks like they're breaking. My druids, though, pushing through, slaughtering the enemy forces, along with the painted ones. They stood no chance, and the enemy has just collapsed all around them. We're chasing the last of the enemy, and that should be a victory. Trying to work out where the remaining enemy forces are. Cavalry has to be dismounted to actually capture a point. Unless they've got some guys glitched out over here. Toggle that. We have some chap standing here, which is nice. So we're going to capture all their victory points. I'm not going to push out anymore. Capture these, and as you can see, going down quite dramatically. Here are my heroic riders. There they are. I love the huge shields they have. They're awesome.
Our enemy have lost a victory point.
Yes, they have indeed. But we've made the capture, and it's now just a matter of time. I can't see the enemy forces anywhere. Turn my druids around though to face the towers, otherwise they're going to be brought down by them. Just trying to see where the enemy is still, but we've captured them.
The enemy fort will soon be ours.
And it's now ours. We've won. A victory. I will end the battle there. Huzzah, huzzah, thrice huzzah. And we destroyed them there. We lost 481, but that's fine. And we managed to kill the enemy. It doesn't really matter how many we kill because we've won, so they will all die here. Yeah, it's the first attack on the Gatuli. We take Carthage. And that's going to be a stinging blow to them. I know not all my armies are in place, but we're just going to go for it now. The time is nigh. We're not at war with too many people. This campaign's actually probably my more sensible campaign. Right now, we're doing pretty darn good. And we will raise. So what we do, the champions of Albion, or Albon rather. It's not Albion, is it? Oh no, it is Albion. Well done, chaps. Unrelenting force, what I like to do. General, well done. You get the general ability. And Carthage will now turn to ours. Go for one of those. We can go for a Sacred Grove, and we'll go for another yellow. I like me yellows. Sparta, so many forces of Sparta around here. Don't like them all being there. We've got those guys up here, and them over there. See about these guys. They're on the border, so we're not going to push in force march, because otherwise we would get here. We're going to go into normal stance, and we'll get halfway. Well, more than halfway. We'll be in striking distance of Tingis next time with this army, which has a Briton ballista. So we'll be attacking them very soon, and then from there it's just a march down the coast to Migdol to finish them off. And we just have a Tarraco up here, so I need to deploy a force that way. So we could go from Karalis over here. Where are my other armies? Is that all the armies I've got deployed? We've got obviously one here, we've got one down there, got one holding there, one down there. Yeah, it is. That's my forces. So with this force, rather than actually sending it towards Libeum, we're going to double time it over here. So Libeum will be taken instead by this force, which will be able to attack next turn. The Woad Warriors will move in. Oh, we could actually have retrained or upgraded. Sorry about that. We'll have to do that after we take Libeum. Carthage will be ours. Convert everything there, and we have the army at Thapsus. Actually, they can move out soon. They just need to lock it down, hold it for a little bit longer. Same thing with Lepsis. Obviously, they're taking all that negative public disorder and what have you at the moment, because they're trying. Well, we've just taken Carthage down. They're all connected, so we've taken that. We're going to take Libeum next turn, and then continue our conquest. But that's where I'm going to wrap it up, guys. As always, I hope you enjoyed. Please do remember to comment, rate, subscribe, follow me on Facebook and Twitter, and I will see you all again soon. Ciao for now.